This is a Hutchins Hut production. Make sure you tune in and watch the video until the end, and then you find out if you like it or not. Also, please make sure you share, hit the like button, and subscribe. Make sure you tune in and make sure you are tuned in and hit your notification bell so that way you don't miss a video. Also, it's really important that you guys support the comic universe. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. Yeah, buddy. I hope that you are supporting the comic book universe, because supporting the comic book universe helps support the channel. So make sure you tune in to this video. Breaking news. They're bringing back Chi-Chi's, the famous Mexican restaurant. They're bringing it back. They're bringing it back. They're bringing it back. They're bringing it back in 2025. They're bringing it back. They're bringing it back. They're bringing it back. Hi, everybody. Hi, everybody. This is your friend Dan, Daniel Hutchins. We are outside here in the dog park out here in tiny town, South Carolina. And we So yeah, this is a Dan and Dallas the Puppy show. As you might have suspected that I was going to do a Dan and Dallas the Puppy show. Yes, sir. That's right. Dan and Dallas the Puppy show. One of the many Dan and Dallas the Puppy shows. I'm not even keeping track of how many episodes I've been doing of these, because you already know the format. So what's going on? What's going on with me? Well, not much, but again, I've been watching this crime show on Amazon Prime. It's called Goliath. It's actually pretty good. Now, typically, I'm not usually the person that sits through and watches and stays awake for crime shows. But sometimes crime shows, you know, they have their good and their bad. And they have the weak and the strong. But again, like I said, I would not consider myself weak. Not by any strong point at all. But I'm not weak at all. In fact, I believe in myself that I am capably strong of having the courage to come on here and tell you guys about stuff each and every day here for the Hutchins Huts. Otherwise, I wouldn't be having 13, 14 subscribers on the Hutchins Hut, because you guys are what makes the channel special. Yeah, you guys are what makes the channel special. So, enough of that now. Well, we got some news, yo. We got some news. According to Business Insider, they say in 2025, they're bringing back a popular Mexican restaurant in 2025. You want to know what popular Mexican restaurant is making a comeback? Well, I can tell you, it's going to be the restaurant known as Chi-Chi's. Yes, Chi-Chi's. Now, if you grew up in the 1970s or 1980s, or even the early bit of the 90s, you guys probably remember the old Mexican restaurant known as Chi-Chi's. But yeah, it's been kind of something like most you guys who are in your, I don't know, millennial crowd, you guys know what a Chi-Chi's is, given that most of you guys are between the age of 25 being the low end and 30 and 40 being more on the higher end of the age spectrum here on Hutchins Hut. But given that I don't have really any watchers on here that is above the age of 40, because I actually do check the age groups on the Hutchins Hut. Most of the time, the age group varies by the country. I get a lot of demographics, and my top two countries that oftentimes watch my videos are Americans and Germans. I get a lot of Americans and I get a lot of Germans watching my YouTube channel. But enough of that now. But what we're saying was, They're bringing back Chi-Chi's. They're bringing back Chi-Chi's after being shut down for almost 30 or 40 years. After 30 or 40 years, we are now bringing back a popular, famous Mexican cuisine or Mexican restaurant or Southwest food or whatever you might want to call it, restaurant, into the business world. The founder had a son. The founder's son is now going to be the new person who is going to revitalize and revamp the new Chi-Chi's. And now, most of the times, people only know Chi-Chi's for the groceries, like the chips and the salsa and the tortillas. But now, Chi-Chi's is coming back better and bigger than before. Now, with their son revamping and revitalizing and resurrecting the old Mexican restaurant, Chi-Chi's, back into the manifold. So what does that mean? Well, now the older people, like the millennials and the Gen X, and people like Gen Z, and everybody younger, if you want to count them, I don't know if you will, but they can now experience Chi-Chi's. So now the older folks who remember Chi-Chi's and the younger folk who never experienced Chi-Chi's will finally get to try Chi-Chi's. They're going to be popping up again in 2025, thanks to Business Insider, and based on the fact that the founder has a son who's going to relaunch Chi-Chi's. So most of the time we don't talk about this type of stuff on the channel, but I decided, hell, why not? Because I remember growing up, I actually think I only ate at Chi-Chi's only once or twice in my whole entire childhood. That's mostly because my childhood was pretty much kind of like a blur. I had moments where I'm like, oh, I remembered I ate at one restaurant more often said than not. But the fact that they're bringing back Chi-Chi's is huge. Because, like I said, right now the only marketing they have right now is tortillas and salsa, which obviously Chi-Chi's is most famous in. But they're bringing back the restaurant too. And they're bringing back restaurants to the U.S. in 2025. I'm really happy about that. So they're bringing back Chi-Chi's. Again, what's your thought on that? What's your thought on that? Do you think you would want to return back to Chi-Chi's and get to see what a new relaunched Chi-Chi's looks like, and then kind of have and then put on your thinking cap and be like, do you think it'll taste as good as the old Chi-Chi's? Do you think it'll taste better? Let me know. I tend to, stick to different things here on Hutchins Hut, but again, I figured I'd spend 7 minutes talking to you about why I'm so excited that they're bringing Chi-Chi's back. Again, let me know. I'll see you later.